All right, Leftovers at Midnight, episode 5 with our guest Kyle.
Welcome back, Kyle.
Welcome back, Kyle.
I don't think I'm really a
Leadership
guest. I thought it was one of the
Good to have you
hosts
back,
with
man.
you guys, but okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
the trial
Well,
period.
shit.
it was a 10-day trial.
Yeah.
It was a 10-day trial.
lasted
Yeah,
9.
that's what it was. I mean, I'm pretty sure I was almost voted off this island. So, yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong.
No.
It's okay. It's a
Jesus.
dictatorship. We brought you back.
Yeah. How was everybody's Thanksgiving? Since it was
great.
yesterday, as of this
Had a
recording.
great time.
I mean, it was all right.
It was tasty.
All right.
Tasty? All
I
right,
didn't get
cool.
to see my family.
Cool.
I
Next
mean,
topic. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Just kidding. Family, what? No, go on.
I mean, we got my new dog the day before Thanksgiving, if that's collateral for anything.
Oh,
That was
Yeah.
That was the best moment of my Thanksgiving. Was like, oh yeah, I woke up with a new puppy,
there you go. There you
a
go.
little beagle, and her name is Dixie. I did not pick the name; that was the name given to her,
But
and
did
she
you pick the
responds
dog?
to it. But
Did you pick the dog?
oh yeah, dude. So
Okay, so
basically,
you
we
picked
just
the
went to
dog,
this
but
dude's
you
house and
didn't
picked up
pick
the
the
dog. Yeah, it was already a pre-owned dog. I didn't get it refurbished.
Can I take this one back, please? It doesn't
There's
work.
no warranty. No, dude, she's a sweetheart. Apparently she's 12 years old, but there's no way, dude. She acts like a puppy. She's small, active. Like, I don't know how big beagles are supposed to be, but my
Not
god,
very big.
yeah. I mean, she's smaller than my Catahoula, but God, she's a handful.
word.
I love her. What, Catahoula?
Yeah. Sounds like you're insulting
Cata-
me. Or it sounds like a
I mean,
place.
it's
Catahoula
Catahoula leopard dog
Yeah, it sounds like
mixed
a,
with a beagle,
like
actually.
a city or like a place.
I don't know. Apparently, they're ranching dogs, from what I remember. I don't.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
sounds
know.
about right.
Yeah, but yeah, she's a little sweetheart. She's just great, and that was
Good.
the best part of my Thanksgiving. I'm grateful for her.
That's awesome. How about you
My
guys?
Hell
tea
yeah.
is thankful.
Grateful, thankful. I don't know. Go fuck yourself.
I'm thankful you're back.
I'm also
Damn, I feel so appreciated.
You
Why?
are appreciated.
You are.
I don't know. I feel unappreciated sometimes. I don't know. I love you guys though.
Oh, wholesome.
We tolerate you.
You all right?
Yeah,
You
I,
If you see you tolerate me, that's good enough for me. That's the average response I what's what I'm looking for? I'm blanking here.
Acceptance.
I
What's
guess
that?
I don't know. It's the word I look for the most, or the most common response I accept.
Okay.
that's what
I-
you
yeah.
expect.
We had to reach far and wide for that one.
We speak
Pokemon.
English well.
Yeah, yeah. We word.
We had
We
the
were
big
nice.
words.
We didn't do anything too big for Thanksgiving over here. Like, we did our dinner and shit Wednesday night, and last night we just had like a pork roast or a pork shoulder, whatever it's called. We had
so
that.
good.
I baked the mac and cheese I talked about last episode, and boy, let me tell you what, it was fucking amazing. That whole tray is gone.
By the way,
had it.
I said fuck
Robbie,
my
since you
diet.
brought up,
What?
bro, since you brought up last episode, and while I was on vacation, I did watch every episode.
He's lying.
Just
Oh.
saying. So
Oh.
the debate you guys were having
Gross.
between ham and turkey and which one was the better Thanksgiving food, bro. All right, I forgot who. I think it was Alex that said turkey was the best. Yeah,
I
yeah.
never formed an opinion.
Alex,
just said I
Alex,
can make turkey just not
you
dry.
you were claiming that your turkey was so good
The
and
implication
it's so
was there.
moist and blah 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 blah. No, ham is the all-time Thanksgiving food. It is, dude.
3
I
to 1,
killed the honey
you're
baked
outta
ham
here.
we had, bro. It was so good. We had ham and turkey, both from the Honey Baked Ham Company. And my God, that ham
Oh,
was
we
so
had
good.
ham too.
Robbie, I even did it like you said, bro. The next day, Bro, I put it between some Hawaiian rolls,
Mhm.
heat it all up. Dude.
Mhm.
Oh my God, that was good.
Oh,
That's
dude.
my favorite after Thanksgiving breakfast.
The night we had that for dinner, I toasted 4 pieces of bread, and I put some ham and mayonnaise on it, and that was my dinner.
Yep,
Like,
dude, that's what I did.
fuck it,
That's what I
I
did
was
for
all
breakfast. I
set.
put ham, mayonnaise,
There you go.
Hawaiian rolls, breakfast.
Because Walmart
Actually,
was
what-
closed on Thanksgiving this year
Yeah.
for some fucking reason. It's like there's coronavirus or something happening. Who'd have thought, right, Alex?
Nah, bro,
Um,
bro. What are you talking about? It's a myth. I don't know what you're talking about, man. That doesn't exist.
It's a hoax. I got hoaxed real good.
It'll be
Real
gone
good.
election
You
day.
got pranked, bro.
It's I'm telling you, man, all the hospitals they're making up them test results.
Everything's
I
going wrong.
totally haven't been sick for the last week or so.
What? No.
No. I mean, I'm gonna switch back to what I was talking about. We didn't have anybody over for Thanksgiving. It was literally just me and my mom and my dad. And something in my throat. We had ham, turkey, which was dry as fuck. Like apple pie, 2 different kinds of apple pie because no one had pumpkin pie. We had just like apparently we had stuffing. I didn't get any of it, but apparently we had stuffing. Overrated dish, by the way.
That's so good, though.
It's overrated as fuck.
It might be overrated, but it's still good.
It was a good Thanksgiving. It wasn't anything huge, which I don't like huge Thanksgivings.
Same. I mean, honestly, mine was me, the people in my household, and then everything. We didn't cook a single thing this year. Everything was from the Honey Baked Ham Company.
We cooked
And
everything.
the pies were from Village. Dude, we had 6
Except the pies.
pies from Village Inn. It's lit.
Great.
Jeez, it's a lot of pies.
We like pie in this house.
Never enough pie.
Never enough pie. We didn't have apple though. I was upset about that. I was upset about that.
At least you had pie.
Everything.
I mean, we had pumpkin, pineapple, or what was it? Pineapple, pumpkin, pecan, banana cream pie, some kind of lemon pie, key lime pie, and like some like French. I think it was like French silk pie or something like that. Yeah, and we had a
Sounds
chocolate
good.
cake.
That
Sounds
sounds
pretty good.
delicious.
My mom forgot to put the mac and cheese in the oven.
Aw.
So with Thanksgiving dinner, there was no mac and cheese. I had it that night while I was shopping online for a PS5 that I didn't get.
Of course, why would you get a PS5?
Why not get a
Because I
PC too?
want it, boy.
Just get the PC too, like Eric said. Yeah.
Just get a PC too. It's fine.
Yeah, just get a PC too.
Yep.
Not the thing that I'm always gaming on when I'm not on my Switch.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, PC too.
Yeah, PC too.
How about
I'll make sure to get right on that.
how about the Xbox 720? Get that.
Oh, dude.
The Xbox 720?
720p? Hell yeah.
Oh god.
Hell yeah. I'm about it.
Wait, what?
Hashtag-
The Xbox 720p.
It's okay. That's what I thought you said. I was like, what?
The Xbox 720p, guys. Come on.
Yeah, dude. It's not even
You gotta
4K
do those
capable.
720 no scopes.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
What's
God.
a 1080?
Oh. I don't know.
That's a
What's a
multi-layered joke.
1440?
Totally don't know what a 1080 is. Well, what about you, Eric and Alex? How was your Thanksgiving?
Well, I went to go see my family actually. That was fun. I got to try new deviled eggs. That was okay. So hear me out. Hear me out. I love deviled eggs, right? I absolutely love them. I will destroy a platter of them, no questions asked, right? But I got to try new deviled eggs. I got to try deviled eggs with not only jalapenos, but I got to try deviled eggs with chipotle spice. And let me tell you, they were like phenomenal. Phenomenal. I also had a praline cheesecake pie, which was really interesting because it had the pie crust, but it was like cheesecake underneath
Yeah.
with like pralines and stuff on top. Whoa,
Hmm.
boy, howdy. I'm gonna have to have that for Christmas too, because like
Boy,
that was a lot better than I expected. I was not expecting to like it, and then I was like, more. But,
Bro, I'm
yeah,
getting
some good
hungry
stuff.
talking about these crazy deviled eggs and pie. I'm like, oh my god.
All good stuff. But yeah, yep.
Yeah, man.
Delicious.
What else did you
Hell
do?
yeah.
Me? What else did I do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we did the usual. We hung out. We played some Call of Duty. We watched a lot of movies. Because as soon as Thanksgiving dinner is over, it's Christmas. So you
Yeah.
watch Christmas movies. Yeah. So we watched some Christmas movies. Some that I haven't
Die
seen
Hard.
before. Not Die Hard. That's going to be during Christmas. We're going to watch that Christmas Eve, of course, because it's a 4th of July movie.
No,
It
no,
makes
no.
the most
Die Hard
sense.
is a Christmas movie.
No, Die Hard is a St. Patrick's Day movie.
Really? I
Die
thought it was
Hard
more like
is a
an
shitty
All
movie.
Saints Day kind of movie.
No, dude.
Or
It's a Valentine's Day movie. Everybody knows that. Duh.
no, I thought it was Memorial Day.
You know what? It might be. It might be. But
Or
yeah,
Veterans Day.
it could be Veterans Day. But yeah, we played video
That was
games.
a Chinese New Year kind of thing.
and just like ate a lot of food and then went back for thirds. So like I can't complain.
Oh, dude, I
It was
ate
definitely a good
the
one.
entire day. Like every hour, I had a plate of food. I woke up. I
Oh.
went right to the gym this morning before I showered or did anything. I like woke up and just drove to the gym. I was like, I'm not letting all this like food I ate erase the progress I've made. Fuck that shit.
Understandable though.
Yeah.
Understandable for sure. But Alex, let's hear about your Thanksgiving. What'd you end up doing?
I drove to my family's house and had them leave food on the lawn and then go back inside so we could get some Thanksgiving food. Because we are in quarantine.
Why?
Because I have the Rona, Robbie.
Is
I
this
have the Rona.
confirmed?
The Rona?
The
Dun,
Rona.
dun,
Coronavirus.
dun.
Coronavirus.
Yeah.
Coronavirus.
You tested
See,
positive, Alex.
That is correct, yeah.
How is all that? What's that like?
Um,
Like, what have your symptoms been?
sucks.
Give us like all that from what you've heard in the media and what it's like actually going through it and like the severity and all that kind of stuff.
So it's different. It's going to be different for everybody. So what I say is just my own personal experience with it, of course. But the first thing it started with was a fever. That was 103 degrees is what I had when I went and got tested, which was not fun. Not fun.
No.
They were surprised I was still up and walking and drove myself to get tested at 103 degrees.
Well,
Uh, and then the cough started. The cough was
Oof.
pretty gnarly. And
Okay.
feeling like you got hit by a truck was not fun. It was body aches and I was tired all the time and just felt generally pretty shitty. And then I lost my sense of smell, which was really fun. I didn't lose my taste, so eating food has been really weird.
I was gonna say that's gotta be an
Um,
interesting combination.
You can
Yeah.
taste it
Yeah.
more than you can smell it.
Well, because like when you eat food, it's so interlinked with your sense of smell, not only just your sense of taste, that when you lose one of those, it's really interesting to not have both. And things just you can kind of what you do is you taste like something salty or sweet, and you can taste really that, and
Yeah.
that's about it.
Hmm.
With it, you don't get the full experience that you normally would.
Yeah. Interesting.
But yeah, I'm back mostly okay now.
Good.
My quarantine
hear.
is up on Tuesday,
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
so I can actually go places again,
Yeah.
Maybe.
which would be nice.
Don't you have
Bro,
to
I
get
feel like-
another test and it has to come back negative before you can officially quit quarantining?
I think so, right?
I wasn't told that.
Because
But-
it doesn't just go away in 14 days, you know?
Yeah,
That's
I'm not working in an office or anything, so I
Okay.
should be okay.
Gotcha.
Right. Well, there's positives.
Yeah.
Yeah, me. Positive.
Oh my god.
Positive about a couple things, aren't you?
Got him.
Yeah.
Yikes.
God, fucking roasted yourself.
Jesus.
So, go
Oh,
on.
so my question was going to be, because like we know the symptoms and all that stuff. So kind of an odd question, but when you found out that it was a positive test, did your sense of fear like heighten or lower because of everything that we've heard, or what was the initial reaction to that? Was it just kind of like an oh shit moment, or that was something that I was thinking about the other day, and I figured this would be a good time to ask.
It was so fear-wise, it didn't really go up or down. I was like, well, I think I've really experienced the worst of it, because by the time I got my test results, it was already kind of on the downslope.
Sure.
So it was like, okay, but it was like an oh fuck, but an oh fuck, like, oh man, now I can't go places for sure.
Yeah.
I know I can't be with my family on Thanksgiving and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And that's
Yeah.
really just the timing of it was not very great.
Okay. Understandable.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that was just something that crossed my mind, and I figured I would ask about it.
Yeah, it's a good question.
So you were telling us that you got your girlfriend to start watching Star Wars. How
Mhm.
has that been? How far into the saga are you? And what's her initial thoughts, if you know?
Basically, how far into the good trilogy are you?
Just today we finished episode 3.
Okay.
So it was fun seeing her reaction with Palpatine and
Oh.
especially the slaughtering of the younglings.
Ooh,
Yeah.
She did not
Yes.
expect that. Not
I
at
don't
all.
think any of us did.
Yeah.
Nope, that came out of left field.
Yeah.
And just her hearing the names of the kids, and because
Oh.
she knows like nothing about it.
Yeah.
So actually starting from episode 1 was the better way to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
And
That's
I can hear her laughing in the background right now, being all mad about losing the younglings.
Yeah.
The groan.
well. The nice thing is that on the next trip to the alcohol store, when you guys are able to go and everything, on the next trip, you can get a 12-pack of Yinglings and say that you're going to pull an Anakin tonight.
I have a bunch in my fridge right now.
There you go. There
Yeah.
you go. There you go.
I did not approve
I'll
of
be here
this
all
of
week.
that pun. No. No.
I'll be
But
here all week.
yes.
Trying to decide if I should make her watch Rogue One. I know you all will have varying opinions on that.
Not me.
What, that's a fantastic movie?
Sure. Whatever helps you sleep at night. So I want to backpedal just a little bit. So what did you say was the best trilogy, and why are you wrong?
Who, me
Kyle?
or Alex?
Yeah, you.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you,
No,
Kyle.
you.
Oh, yeah, the original trilogy is the best trilogy.
Okay, so why are you wrong?
I'm not.
You are.
Uh-huh.
I'm not.
You
I want to hear
100%
your
are.
explanation, because you got to explain yourself.
Simple. It was the original story. There you go. It's the best story. I'll die on that hill. You want to say,
Okay.
hey, bro, if you want to say the new trilogy is better than the OG trilogy, you can die on that hill. I will not die on
Okay,
that
so
hill
a
with you.
trilogy is 3 parts, and there's
Yes.
9 movies. What is your original trilogy? Is it 4, 5, 6? Is it 1, 2, 3?
4, 5, 6, the original trilogy, the first 3
Okay,
movies
so
that came
why?
out.
So why are you wrong?
I'm
That's
not
what I wanna know.
wrong. Is the thing. It's my own personal opinion. An opinion cannot be, well, that's debatable actually. Opinions can be wrong depending on what the opinion is.
Yeah,
and things
Trump's
like that.
opinion is that
Regardless,
he
when
didn't
it comes
lose.
to fictional things,
Uh-huh.
an opinion can technically not be wrong.
Okay, but you're still wrong.
Opinions are like apples.
Okay.
Everybody has
You're wrong
one.
too
You
in my
shouldn't bring
eyes.
them out in public.
Okay.
That's
okay.
not my problem though.
Okay.
That's your problem to deal with.
Okay, so just to be clear, you prefer the 4, 5, and 6 movies because that's when the Star Wars kind of started for the public, right? Like those were the first movies released.
It was
Those
the
are the
first
best.
movies. So okay,
That's your opinion,
here's
right?
how it goes. They were the first movies released.
Mhm.
They were the ones I originally watched first. That's
Mhm.
what I grew up with. I didn't
Understandable.
even know about 1, 2, and 3 for the longest time when I was a little kid. So it's what I grew up on. It's what I like. Burn me at the stake if you please. I don't care.
Okay. Fair enough.
What's your guys' favorite movie in the Star Wars saga?
If it's
I'll go
if it's
first, then.
yeah, you go first, Alex. I want to hear your favorite.
Definitely episode 3.
Okay. Thank you. We're on the same page.
Well, I'm with Kyle on the original trilogy, I think being a better trilogy.
Okay, so you're both wrong.
But number 3 is the best out of all of them.
Okay.
Number 3 is my second favorite. Number 6
What's
is
your
my
first
first favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, interesting.
My favorite scene of any Star Wars film is in there, and that's whenever Vader and Luke have that like heart to heart. He's laying him down as like his funeral, whatever it was. I fucking love that scene for some reason. When I think of episode 6, I think of that like moment Vader and Luke had, just like fucking eye to mask. He pulls the mask off eye to eye, and you just see this like homunculus that Anakin has become.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Understandable. I agree that 3 is the best. Again, my opinion, but it's also a close tie between episode 3 and episode 8. I loved episode 8. There were so many like heart-pulling moments about it, and I genuinely cried.
I was with
because
you.
I thought it was yeah.
You did cry.
Were there.
You
Yeah,
did cry.
You know I cried. We watched it together, and I kept telling him that I was going to cry, and I kept tearing up, and I legitimately cried afterwards because it was just such a strong movie, and everything that was in it pulled together was just like, oh, I'm an emotional wreck now, and I loved it, and I would do it all over again. Like, so, but the thing with 3 is that, just like Alex said earlier about like, you know, Anakin going after all the young Padawans, like, it wasn't only that, but it was also like the fight between Anakin and Obi-Wan on Mustafar. Like, I'm not going to get into the whole like what's canon and what's not about the books and everything, but like, only speaking about the movies, Anakin was the only one that Obi-Wan ever loved. Like, you know, you were my brother. Like, that was like, oh, okay.
Oh man.
Like, I'm all for the feely wheelies, and you know, both of those movies just they had the best ones in my opinion. But like, you can't replace the fight scenes.
Right.
That's just
so like, especially with episode 3, I think it's interesting to see, you know, Anakin's whole journey to the dark side, and there's just so many places that it could have gone different. And you're just sitting there screaming at people like, no, that's a terrible choice.
Movie gets a lot of shit for no reason.
And like fucking Mace Windu being Mace Windu.
Window.
I was about to say Mace Windu.
That's not his name.
He's not a window cleaner. He's
like,
a fucking
trying to murder Palpatine. And it's just like, no, that's against the Jedi code. You're feeding right into what he's telling him. You know, it's like, oh no, the Jedi have gone bad, and you're sitting there about to murder a dude when like clearly that's not something that Jedi do, and
right.
You're proving the point. You're only pushing him further and further.
Yeah. Still just a lot of like what the fuck moments, and everything just kind of avalanched from there.
Oh
but,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
What can I help you with?
You going to participate in the podcast that you're a guest on?
Yeah. Yeah, you're back now. You got to participate.
I mean, I'll be honest. When it comes to Star Wars, I really don't have a horse in this race. It's really not my saga of choice to sit. It's not something I've really picked apart the lore for. I can honestly cannot tell you what happens in half the movies that are even out, given I've watched all of them except for the last one of the newest trilogy. But I like Star Wars. I grew up with it. I just don't have it memorized. I really don't have a horse in this race. I'll be honest with you guys.
So out of the movies you've seen, which one's your favorite?
Yeah, so out of the movies I've seen, which one's my favorite?
Yeah, that's what we're saying. What's your favorite Star Wars movie?
Yeah.
That was the
you guys
most
over here
like
talking about lore and shit.
the
I'm like,
stupidest response you could have possibly given to what's your favorite Star Wars movie. I don't have a horse in this race, but the first trilogy is the best. But at the same time, it's not my thing. Like it's like you're fucking doing this, and one answer is contradicting. And what's your favorite movie? That's all we're asking.
Yeah. Just
I mean, if you want to be honest, I don't really have a favorite movie.
Okay.
I've never sat down and picked a
Top
favorite
two?
movie.
Top two?
I really don't have a favorite. I mean, like
Okay.
any
hold
specific
on.
movie or two.
Okay, fine.
I
Fine.
don't have a
let's
favorite.
let's go in a different direction, and Kyle can answer first. Who's your favorite character?
I'll be honest, Darth Maul's my favorite character.
Okay, there's an answer. Why?
He's just badass,
Is it-
double saber.
Is it the orc?
Fuck, dude, the fucking Obi-Wan thinks he kills this motherfucker, but as we all know, he's still alive. He's a badass. I love him.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
He's just cool. I don't know.
What's
Robbie?
your Dark Vader?
Okay.
No, I'm gonna have to say Luke actually. Luke, because Mark Hamill is one of my favorite actors, and I think
Fair
he
enough.
fucking nailed that role. He's a good actor. He fucking killed the role. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Luke is such a great character, and I really think some of, not all, not most, some of the acting on Star Wars was ahead of its time. I'm not gonna sit here and
Agreed.
say that, Samuel L. Jackson fit the part in Episode 3. I'm sure it was just like hey, you're a big star. You like to say fuck. You want to be in a Star Wars movie? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like
It's
there's some
Only if
things
I can
like
have
that.
a purple lightsaber.
Yeah, that was his thing. He said he wanted a purple lightsaber. He would not do the movie, I think.
It was something along those lines, but he got it.
Mhm.
Yeah, but no, definitely Luke.
Okay. Alex.
That's a tough one.
I mean, with all
I
those
think I'm-
posters back there, it should be easy for you.
Yeah, just go rip one of the posters down.
I mean, in terms of, I think I have two
Okay.
to make this a complicated answer. In terms of comedic relief, definitely C-3PO.
Yeah,
Just something
That's a fair
about him
answer.
is he has a certain kind of humor. But in terms of complete and utter badassery, I have to go with Yoda.
I
Fair.
would say
mean,
Jar Jar.
Big fair.
The dude walks around with a fucking cane, yet he's up there doing flips and shit when he's fighting. What the fuck is up with that? Nobody talks about that.
Right.
Mm.
Totally understandable, though. Dude's iconic.
How about
Fair. Yeah.
how about you, Eric?
I'm going to have to be basic and say that mine's Anakin.
I think your favorite character was Jar Jar Binks.
No, hear me out. Hear me out.
Nobody made the joke.
And besides
Yeah,
the
no.
whole, like, you were destined to bring balance to the force bullshit, like,
He
he did.
He
but,
did
like,
something.
He didn't. He did, but he didn't. And I'm not gonna get into that. But here's why. This kid was like chosen because he was the fucking prophecy filler or whatever. But like thinking about it, bare bones, this kid didn't know his dad. Like him and his mom lived in the slums, and he had to like build droids and was a pod racer. Like built everything, and he was like what 9 in those movies, like timeline wise. I think it was like 8 or 9.
Yeah, I think so.
And
Yeah.
like like that just kind of shows you like, yeah, he was still a good kid that like could have hold his own, right? Then episode 2 comes along, and during the Attack of the Clones and during the fights, like he's an absolute badass. And then shit goes down. Episode 3, obviously we know what happens. Like he didn't have the high ground, so he lost, right?
Wow.
So he just wrecks everyone, right? Becomes an absolute unit of a man, even as a robot, right? And then later on, when Palpatine is about to kill Luke, obviously, you know, time has passed and everything, and Vader realizes, oh shit, I fucked up after all these years. He tries to help, and he ends up sacrificing himself to do that. Like it shows that there was like actual character development,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
not just like, oh, I'm a good guy, now I'm a bad guy. Oh no, I want to be a good guy again. Like it because if you watch all the movies in that order, it shows what his life was really like and how everything happened and the reasons for that. So it's just kind of like, okay, like you can still be the biggest and baddest villain, but like eventually you're gonna have a redemption. And seeing that, I was just like, oh, that's pretty fucking cool. So that's my take on
if you like Anakin, what do you think about Hayden Christensen as an actor? He gets a lot of shit for being a shooty Anakin. I think he did good. He's a good actor.
it. I liked him as Anakin. I have also liked him in other movies.
Like
the movie
Jumper.
that he was
Jumper.
in, I think
So
is a
good.
fantastic movie and is highly underrated.
100%.
I think that, you know,
That movie needs a sequel.
thank you.
I thought it got
But
one.
I think that as a teenage and adult Anakin, Hayden Christensen did a fantastic job. Like just like the raw emotion that you could sense coming from him in those final scenes of him being Anakin. Like those are some really gripping moments. And for feely wheelies like me, like those are really good acting skills to kind of take on. So yeah, he's a really good actor. Like I don't think I would have picked anyone else to do that. So thumbs up and good job.
Yeah.
But
I think there was a sequel to Jumper.
Mm-mm. Never
no.
was.
No?
Mm-mm.
I think there's like a graphic novel or something for
Yeah.
Jumper,
But not
like,
like,
there
an
was-
actual cinematic sequel.
yeah,
In
there was so much
2016, there
cool
was a
lore that
sequel
went
announced.
into it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a
Welcome to
YouTube
2020. We don't want to read.
It
Y'all can
deserved a
read.
lot more respect. But
It did.
yep.
I don't know. I thought there was a sequel. I guess I was wrong. I was just looking it up.
Also, in
Well, 3 of us were telling you that you were wrong.
Well, I know there's another part of that series that came out. Like they
A
announced
majority
a,
vote.
they announced a sequel in 2016, but it never happened.
Makes sense.
Mhm.
That's why it's believable that it exists.
Yeah. And I
Makes
thought I'd
sense.
seen other movies similar to it, but I guess just fucking didn't.
guess not.
I guess not.
I guess not.
Yo, I have been playing Rise of the Tomb Raider. I bought it on the Steam Autumn sale. That game
Uh-huh.
reminds me of Shadow of the Tomb Raider because of the graphics. Not because it's the same fucking game, but the graphics don't look like they've changed at all from Rise to Shadow. And
Yeah, I don't
it's
think
kind
I
of
think they did.
upsetting because they're like 2
Not-
years apart.
Yeah. Not if they did, not very much.
Yeah,
But-
I've been hooked on single player games, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy myself Tomb Raider because I really like
There you go.
Shadow. So figured
I
I'd buy
think-
Rise.
I
and
mean,
see how that
Yeah, I
works.
feel that.
I think the newer rendition of the Tomb Raider series like deserves a lot more appreciation.
Oh
Like, it's got
yeah,
a small cult following just because of everybody that grew up playing Tomb Raider.
Of
but
course.
yeah.
it needs a lot more love because like I don't know. I think they did a really good job on all of them, but it gets slept on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't play it for the longest time because I was like, this game looks fucking boring. But then I played it and I was like, this game is fucking amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
How about
Yeah, I was on the other side of that spectrum. I tried playing the game for a while. I got into it. It was fun. Then I quickly learned I wasn't very good at it, so I stopped playing it.
not very good
Yeah.
at Tomb Raider? What, just solving puzzles?
I guess. I don't know. I mean, then again, I solved
Yeah.
Resident Evil puzzles back in the day, and I solved all the God of War. I mean, God of War puzzles are not hard. Let's
Yeah.
be honest with ourselves. But yeah, I don't know. And plus, I played Legend of Zelda, which is also another puzzle game. But then again, puzzles
What
aren't very
did you
hard in
just
that
say?
game. What?
Did you like snort a line of Adderall before you
I
said that
understood
sentence?
everything that you
I just
said.
said the Legend of Zelda puzzles. And it's like, breathe, fucking breathe.
Breathe.
There you go.
Yes.
You growing your hair out?
You sounded like
Um,
that one part in that Imagine Dragons song.
I'm
No.
sorry. I listen to good music. What did you say?
I understood what you said.
Yikes.
Yeah, no, dude, I definitely feel that. I've been playing a lot of single player games myself lately. Started playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Great game so far. Whatchamacallit? Started playing oh gosh, God of War again. Because I have the whole new game plus, and I was going through that to get all the new armors. Thought about hopping back into Dark Souls just because. Why not?
No, more like why?
Because it's a fantastic game series. That's why.
I'm with Kyle on that one.
No,
they
it's-
don't like a challenge.
It's not. Oh, I like a challenge. I don't like getting mad.
It's fantastic.
Why are you
for the
mad, bro?
new
Just get
players.
good.
Like it's fantastic for the new players, for the people that don't know what kind of crazy you're into. But I don't know. Like it feels like Dark Souls is only enjoyable if someone challenges you to do a specific thing in Dark Souls, and then you can just like activate Goblin mode and accept the challenge and then do it. But I couldn't hold the hype behind it. Like I enjoyed it for a little while. I think I clocked like 20 hours in the game, but after that it just felt dull. But that's just
For me, the thing is, I like the story and the lore behind Dark Souls. I like seeking out lore, especially when it's very hard to find, like Dark Souls.
Mhm.
I like games that, the more you explore, the more it'll reward you, even if, there's a boss behind that or a mini boss behind the door or whatever.
Sure.
It's what I enjoy. It reminds me of like really old school Dungeons and Dragons. Like if you you might die. You probably
Yeah.
will die. And that will be that. And then you're rolling up a new character, except in Dark Souls, you don't roll up a new character. You
Right.
just have a lot of bad things that happen to you. But that's why I like it. And it interests me enough, even though we all know my temper when I play games. So it's one of those games. Yeah, it'll make me mad. It's the reason I'll never stream that game, because who really wants to watch me just get mad while I try to finish Dark Souls?
True.
Nobody.
I do.
No, you
Don't
don't,
lie.
Alex.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yeah, don't try to make me feel even better about myself. But yeah, I like Dark Souls. I like Bloodborne, and I really wanted a PS4 or a PS5. I mean, God, I keep doing that. I really wanted a PS5 so I could play the Demon Souls remake, because that's the granddaddy to Dark Souls. And that was just me. But yeah, besides that, I mean, I've been back on the Animal Crossing grind again and loving it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
What's everyone else been playing? If anything, I don't know.
I got back into Dragon Age Inquisition.
I noticed that. I came in your stream and
Mhm.
saw you playing that.
Yeah.
How you liking it?
Man, I'll tell you, my first run through the game, I ended up clocking about 65 hours in just one
Damn.
campaign, because there are legitimately so many things to do. Here's the thing that a lot of people don't realize. Fun fact, I actually didn't play the previous Dragon Age games. Like
Same.
I didn't play them. I understand the lore behind it, and I know more or less what happens throughout all of the other games.
Yeah.
But Inquisition is the only one that I've actually played.
Mhm.
There's a lot of there's a lot of dialogue based options that happen in the story. And for all you closet weebs out there, or the people that like dragons, yes, there are romance options. So have at it.
Wait,
don't
wait.
kink
Back
shame.
it up a second.
What?
You said there's romance options with the dragons?
Well, there's romance options for different races of characters, but technically they're demons. Technically they're demons.
Just the way you worded
listen,
it made it sound
no.
like you're out there banging dragons.
No, not exactly.
Gotcha.
Anyway, the
Don't
thing
get
that
to
I
be
like about the
donkey.
game, yeah, exactly. The thing that I like the most about it is that there is one like technically a linear ending where like the end of the game is the end of the game, but the events that lead up to it and the characters that you can grab in your party, like you can choose to bring people into your party or you can deny them. And the events leading up from the beginning of the game to the end of the game, like those are all variable. So you can be a complete asshole if you want. You can be nice to everyone. You can pick and choose your battles. Like you don't have to fight certain people if you don't want to.
Okay.
But there are just so many little things to do, and certain conversations can either completely skip a boss fight or can throw you right into one if you choose the wrong thing.
Okay.
But the way that they kind of spin that, in the dialogue options, they kind of give like a little symbol. So they show like if it makes you look big and bad, if it makes you look emotional, if it makes you look confused, like they show you what each dialogue option does. And that can be affected also by the party member that you're talking to. So if you're talking to the archer who's kind of like, I don't really talk about my feelings. Like if you try to talk to him about emotions, like the game will tell you that he disapproves, and it will tell you that someone else does approve. So it like they went super in depth with it, but yeah, it's been an absolute blast, and I've already clocked like 25 hours in this campaign, so it's going to be a long one. So I'm super stoked. But Alex, what about you? What have you been playing recently, especially with your quarantine?
I actually haven't really been playing much, other than Lego Star Wars, which is really what got my girlfriend back into Star Wars, or decided to actually watch it in the first place, was that.
Okay.
I haven't been
choice.
too much into games. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos going down rabbit holes of alternate reality games, if that counts.
Yeah, ARGs. Those are sick.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, those are some rabbit holes. Those
Yeah.
will take a lot of your time.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 I know that 100%.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
All right,
no.
let's say, oh god.
What?
Never mind.
What?
Good. I'm just
What?
waiting for the Kool-Aid man to come busting through the wall now.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say
yeah.
before we end the episode, how was your trip, Kyle? Tell
Oh,
everyone,
man.
tell us why you were gone for 2 weeks and how you managed to make yourself stay there longer than you needed to.
All right, so I booked my flight. Oh, first and foremost, I was leaving to go visit family for a while. I haven't seen my dad in like 3 years, so I was a little overdue for a trip.
Mm-hmm.
So I fly out there on good old Spirit Airlines, where I pay way overpaid for a lot of things.
Mhm.
Went there, and after I think being there for 2 or 3 days, something like that. So my flight gets canceled because apparently we were having like that whole tropical storm wipe through here, and then on top of that, they were trying to lock down. Baltimore. So I wasn't going to be able to leave. They're trying to do a whole lockdown. So my flight gets canceled, and I'm like, well, shit. At least they gave me credit to another flight. I think they gave me like $125 credit for a flight, which it's Spirit. So basically, I can take a flight with no luggage. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So the whole time I was there was really just kind of hanging out with my dad. A lot of playing cards, taking the dogs out to some of the parks around the area. A lot of fun nature walks. Here's the big kicker for me. The greatest thing about going out of state was seeing fall. The beautiful tree colors, beautiful everything. Dude, the last time I have seen the season fall, I was 14 years old. That is the last time I really saw like orange and red trees, and oh my god. And
Mhm.
autumn is my favorite season by far. Winter is a close second. I just don't like Christmas.
What are seasons?
What?
What are seasons?
What are seasons exactly? So yeah, the entire time I was really there was just kind of hanging out with my dad when he wasn't at work.
Like salt and pepper?
Salt and pepper.
Yeah,
And
seasons.
paprika.
We're still on this.
Mhm.
So anyways, I learned how to play spades while I was there because I never knew how to play spades. Fun fact. A lot of card games. I found out I'm really good at hand and foot. Apparently, I beat my stepmom in every game just about. And I think the last time I was there, I lost every game. So I was due for a redemption shot. A lot of tabletop gaming happened. A lot of watching Judge Judy and Jerry Springer as well. Kind of took me back to my youth. They have a new puppy. Her name is Alaska. She's a little pit bull, and she's all white. And I have cuts on my legs and certain parts of my arms where little puppy claws are dangerous. I learned this is something I
Yes,
haven't
yes,
known
they
for a
are.
long time. Yeah. So I was taking care of the dogs, hanging out with them. It really wasn't an eventful trip. I've already been to DC and I've seen all the sites, so I didn't do any of that. Plus, COVID. Fair enough.
Mhm.
Plus, during this specific type of season, I wouldn't personally want to make a trip to DC anyways. Given if you're in DC or Baltimore after dark, you're not in a safe place. A lot of gang violence. So yeah, it was just also cold weather. Not really cold, but
I don't know what that
low
is.
30s feels really nice. Low 30s feels amazing when you haven't felt it in so long. But those are little things that made me really happy. Aside from that, I was chilling in the basement playing Call of Duty, God of War, and a few other games. Really, it was just a really good time getting away from home, and it gave me a lot to think and not think about. It was a great turn my brain off because, man, before I left, I was so anxious and just stressed out. I was not feeling good. I am like 1,000 times better now. Life feels great. But that was
Good.
my trip. And then I flew back on Southwest, and man, I missed Wi-Fi on airplanes. Yeah, Spirit doesn't have
Okay.
Wi-Fi on their planes. What a ripoff.
And that
The
sucks.
more you know.
For
All
real.
right. Well, ready to call it?
Yep.
Sure.
Up to you guys.
All
Sounds
right.
good to me.
Leftovers at Midnight, episode 5, with our guest Kyle.
Thanks again.
I'm
for
not a
watching.
guest. Fuck you.